it's me Courtney and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to tell you guys all about all of the products that I got from the Sephora VIB sale. I actually don't think I did as bad as I was going to do because I was going to get like a whole bunch more stuff and I literally had to like break it down a little bit more. So if you are interested, then please keep watching. So I think I'm actually going to start off with skincare. The first thing being the Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb Moisturizer. This has been literally one of my favorite products for my skincare routine that I've kind of switched up lately. This was more of like a re-up. This isn't the first time I've actually used this. This is more of like a re-up just because I ran out of my other one. It's super duper moisturizing and it actually penetrates my skin really, really well. As you guys may or may not know, I do have dry skin and I tend to get eczema right around this area the most. I'll get it on my cheeks every now and then, but lately it's really been on my upper lip. Using this product has helped sort of clear up the eczema on my face, and I feel like even when I do have like a little flare up of eczema, using this in conjunction with my makeup has been able to sort of shield it a little bit so you can't really see it. And that's another thing about this. It doesn't really like, even though it's super moisturizing, it doesn't like melt your makeup off throughout the day. It kind of holds its place underneath your makeup, which I love that as well. I just feel like this is one of those moisturizers, especially lately in conjunction with all of the skincare that I've been using, has really been helping to sort of clear up my skin, my dark spots, my hyperpigmentation, like everything that I have going on underneath all the makeup. So I really, really like this one. Another re-up that I had to get another one of my Soy Face Cleansers. I kind of talk about this, I think, in every haul that I do just because I keep getting it. I think this is just going to be one of those things that I'm going to continue to use. Like this is going to be like my ride or die kind of situation just because it's not overtly drying. It's more of like a gel texture, and I did end up using a different cleanser. Oh god, I can't remember the name of it, but I ended up having to switch back to this anyway, just because like I feel like I see results right now with the moisturizer, with the toner, with the cleansers that I'm using. So I'm just gonna kind of keep going with it until my skin sort of gets sick of it and I have to switch it up again. Now, one product that I got that is new to me, this is the Drunk Elephant, I want to say Slaai Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. I've tried this a few times. And this is what the actual thing looks like. It's like a butter bomb essentially, and you just sort of melt it into your skin. What I like to do is sort of put it in my palm and rub it in, and then I'll basically rub my face that way, and literally it just melts away all my makeup. I wanted something where I didn't really have to take a rough like wipe and wipe my face. I feel like my skin, the older I get, the more sensitive it's getting that way. So this balm is really good that way. Another really good cleanser is the Lancome Bifacil, I think is what it's called. And I do like that cleanser, especially for eye makeup. Like I'll literally put it on cotton pads and wipe it off. But I just wanted to try something a little bit different. One, because I was reading that some of the products in that Lancome cleanser aren't great for your skin in the long term. And two, just because I wanted just something a little bit healthier for my skin, in that not only is it removing makeup, but it's actually adding to the skincare routine, if that makes sense. And so far that I've been using it, I have been liking it. I have not broke out from it, and it does melt away like the eyelash glue. It melts away the mascara and all of that, so I really have been liking it. Moving on, the next thing that I got was the Fresh Sugar Lemon Hydrating Lip Balm. I've actually used not this specific one, but I have the caramel one, and I'm a huge fan of the caramel one. I've used this one time, and I mean, it feels really, really nice, just like the other one. I do feel like the caramel one is a little bit more smooth, a little bit more creamy than this one. This one is a little bit more of a balm than the caramel one. But that could just be me. The hydrating lip balms from Fresh, this one, the caramel one, they're really, really good. Another product that I actually didn't pick up with this sale, but I do like, this is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. This is another really, really good one for you guys out there that are like me, that have really, really dry lips. So I love this one. I will say that this one is a little bit more of a lighter feeling Vaseline-y kind of texture, whereas this one is a little bit thicker, a little bit smoother. This one's more of a thicker balm. So highly recommend those. I don't know if this would actually be considered skincare. This is the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. I have used this a few times, and the one thing that I will say about it, I do absolutely love the bottle. I love the gold flecks in it. It's a really, really awesome thing to look at. I think it's like a luxury kind of skin mist. This is one of those things that you spray on your face and you can visually see, not the gold flakes necessarily, but you can visually see like the sheen of it all. Honestly, I feel like if you have oily skin, I would be curious to see what you would think about this, only because, like I said, with my dry skin, stuff like this is right up my alley to really make me look like I'm not as dry as I am. I do feel like there's a slight, I don't want to say oily. I don't want to say oily. It's not necessarily oily, but there is a slick to it that I don't know if people with oily skin would love this. You know what I mean? I do feel like over like even this foundation today, which is more of a matte foundation, I do feel like my skin looks luminous, which I do love. But again, I just feel like I have other sprays that can do it. It doesn't really do much for the actual health of my skin that I've seen. Again, I've only used it, I want to say, like a few times. I'm like down to here. But I don't know. I don't know if this is something that I'll get again. I have to keep playing with this one and I'll let you guys know. All right. So as far as makeup goes, I picked up a foundation. Okay, and this foundation is the foundation that I'm wearing today. The verdict is still out on whether I truly enjoy it or not. I'm gonna keep playing with it, but this is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Long Wear Foundation. It does have an SPF of 25, which I love. So I wanted to try this one out to see what I think of it. And as you guys can sort of see, it's a very full coverage foundation, even though today I tried to go a little bit lighter with it just to see if it's more buildable, which I'll get into all the ins and outs, the pros and the cons of this foundation in a later video. I believe I'm gonna do like a throwback Thursday kind of situation with this as well. So the next product that I got is the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. I've used this a few different times, right? And I'm not mad at it. This is one of those products that I don't know that I'll pick this up again, but I am happy that I tried it, especially for you guys. If you guys like a fuller, like super duper full coverage brightening concealer, this will be your jam. The reason why it's not quite my favorite, but I do recommend it, again, my eczema tends to flare up every now and then, and this does not work well with my eczema, especially if I get any texture right here or right here. That's typically where I do put my concealer, and this is the type of concealer that kind of sticks to that. So it's not for me, but I do recommend it. It does have a slight fragrance to it, just like her powder, just like her foundation. And I'm not crazy about the applicator. I personally just like a regular wand. This is one of those concealers that just, it really brightens up the under eye. It lifts the under eye. It does really help in this situation right here. Like if you have deep set eyes, this is a concealer I would recommend. Again, just for my personal skin type, I just don't think that it works the best. Especially when I do have those eczema flare-ups. It is something that I'm not going to take it back. I am going to keep it. And I'm going to keep playing with it to see what kind of usage I can get out of it. So one of the products that I got but haven't tried yet, this is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo. Online, the colors looked very washed out. So I kind of went into the middle to see if maybe I could get away with this color. And that's kind of what we're looking like. I kind of like that though, especially for a blush. It's a very soft and buttery texture. The highlight side isn't too like crazy in your face. So as a blush topper, I think that's really pretty. I also ended up getting the Fenty highlighter, the Killawatt highlighter in, this is the newer one, in Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. I've used this a few times and I actually really enjoy this. I like the contrast, I think. Essentially, one of the highlighters is like a subtle, almost creamy kind of highlighter, where the other one is a little bit more intense. And I am a fan of the fact that you can kind of go a little bit lighter with it for just a more everyday, I guess, work appropriate, whatever that means to you, kind of look. It's really soft on the skin. It doesn't emphasize any pores, texture, or anything like that. So I'm really glad I got this one. I got the Pat McGrath Lust Gloss. I was actually looking for a few different colors in this gloss. I ended up getting, this is the color Faux Real, which is like a pinky peachy, really light pale nude, and it has very minuscule amount of like silver glitter in it, but it's like a really beautiful nude color. They were sold out of the other colors that I was looking for, which was Wicked Whisper and Bronze Temptation. Those are the other two that I wanted to get but couldn't. But I'll slowly continue to pick these up just because these are super duper like juicy lip glosses. And they're not sticky. To me, it's a very comfortable, very soft gloss formula, not really like an oily formula or anything like that. I feel like a lot of glosses that I have will dry my lips out as it slowly starts to sort of sink in, whereas this one doesn't do that. Like, my lips don't feel chapped by the end of the day for some reason. But yeah, I know Hourglass came out with some new glosses and I was gonna get some, but again, I just had to reel it in a little bit as far as what I wanted to spend. If you guys haven't tried out these are awesome. And she has a ton of like color finishes as far as like she has a lot of them that have like glitter. She has some unique colors like blues and silvers if you want to kind of go that route. But the Pat McGrath glosses right next to the Fenty glosses in my book, like top notch. The other thing that I got from Pat McGrath, this is the Mothership 3 Subversive Palette. So this is what the inside looks like. Like I said, this is the Mothership 3 Subversive. I'm slowly building myself up to get more and more of the shadow palettes. I feel like the only one I probably won't get is the first one. I think it's called Subliminal, the one that has like the icy blue color, like the cobalt blue. I'm probably not gonna get that one just because that one doesn't really call to me. But after kind of getting the Mothership 5 palette and then seeing this one, I just, so pretty. It was between this one and the Mothership 2, which I think is this Sublime. And I ended up getting this one just because this one is a little bit more unique, whereas the Mothership 2 is a little bit more your everyday colors, like your peaches, your golds, and stuff like that. And this color right here was the main one that I was looking for. It's like a chartreuse, like metallic, and then like these two are really shifty colors right here. So this one's like a purple that shifts to a blue. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Can y'all see that? So yeah, this one is like a really awesome shifty color. This one has a little bit of shift to it as well. In general, I feel like after trying out the Mothership 5, I'm just gonna keep kind of building up my Pat McGrath collection of shadows just because I think they're some of the best shimmers, especially just because the shimmers are just so unique in formula. Like, they're very soft on your eyes. It kind of moves. It has like this crazy amount of movement. I feel like I'm not a huge fan of like purples and stuff. You guys won't see me wear a ton of it, but I feel like this palette in general is a beautiful take on how to use purples, especially with the chartreuse and the shifting blue purples and the deep silver and the, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a nice mixture of colors to sort of play with this kind of purple, you know what I mean? The last two things I got are both mascaras from Dior. One of them is the Pump and Volume mascara. I actually tried this in a mini and I really like this for my top lashes, not necessarily for my bottom lashes. They don't really do much for my bottom lashes, but for me, the actual formula and the wand on this just really spreads out my lashes. And a lot of times lately I've been doing less falsies and just wearing my regular lash with more of a natural look, I guess. I feel like this one on the top of my lashes and the Bad Gal Bang on the bottom really make me look like I have something. But yeah, I am actually a fan of Dior mascaras. I feel like for some reason those are the only mascaras that I can use consistently and see, I don't want to necessarily say growth, but I see more lashes as time goes on. And then every time I switch to something else, I feel like going back to it, I'm like, why did I ever stop using this? This one on me doesn't clump and it doesn't like crumble or anything. Like, I really like this mascara in that it separates out the lash really nicely. It lifts up the lash. It makes me look like I have something, but it doesn't stick them together like a lot of my other mascaras will do. Now the other mascara is actually a primer. So this one is the Diorshow Maximizer 3D Triple Volume Plumping Lash Primer. I don't know that I actually believe in lash primers, but this one did get really great reviews. Like, a lot of people were saying that the long-term effects of this was like, you know, their lashes basically grew, which I'm completely down for. And I feel like if the Plump and Volume mascara already works wonders to kind of lift my eye, it won't hurt to sort of see if this one could give it even more of a push. Especially if over time I can grow my lashes out, because I literally have baby lashes. Like, now that I've kind of gone through everything, it kind of feels like I do have a lot more stuff. But again, I did hold myself back. I'm trying to get into like a situation where I'm getting the things that I really want to try, the things that I really want, the things that I'm actually going to use, versus just buying just to buy, if that makes sense. But yeah, that about does it for me, guys. Hopefully this video was helpful, informative, entertaining, all of that jazz. Let me know in the comments what you guys actually got from the sale, if anything. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. What are your thoughts? What are your comments, questions, concerns? Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if the mood suits you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.